IIT Chemistry. In previous class, we have discussed about the water pollution and source of water pollution, effects of water pollution, and also the methods to prevent water pollution. And one more we have discussed is uses of water pollution. Now, in this class, we will discuss about the rainwater harvesting. What is rainwater harvesting? So before going to start that, so we'll discuss about the introduction of the rainwater harvesting. Water is essential for all life forms on earth, including humans, animals, and vegetation. It is therefore important that adequate supplies of water can be developed to sustain such life. That means we require more amount of water to sustain our life. Where there is no source of water, where underground water is deep or inaccessible due to hard ground conditions, or where it is too salty, acidic, or unpleasant or unfit for drink, another source must be sought. Okay, wherever the water is not present or unfit for drinking, then we have to see the alternate method. So in areas that have regular rainfall, the most appropriate alternative is collection of water. That is called rainwater harvesting. That means whenever the rain falls, so we have to collect the rainwater, and that water should be seeped into the earth surface. That process is called rainwater harvesting. The term rainwater harvesting is likely to mean the immediate collection of rainwater running off surfaces upon which it is fallen directly. That means here the collection of rainwater directly and store it for the later use is called rainwater harvesting. The rainwater that is collected directly, and we'll store the water for the future use. That is called rainwater harvesting. Here, catching of water when it falls and storing during the non-rainy seasons is also called rainwater harvesting. So here the technology used for collecting and storing of rainwater from rooftops or open land surfaces is called rainwater harvesting. So here this rainwater harvesting is the accumulation and deposition of rainwater for reuse on site rather than allowing into runoff. That means we have to collect the water and we have to store the water underground, not running and simply mixing with the water bodies. That is no use. So here this is the process how we will use. So here the rainwater from the rooftops can be brought down through the pipes and collected here. The rainwater can be collected from the pipes and we are going to bring it to the tanks and to concentrate. The water stored, rainwater can be used for the times of needed. That means here this water, that means the rainwater collected from the rooftops will be sent into the underground through the pipes. The water can also be made go to directly into the percolation pit. So this is called the percolation pit, and that is made in the ground. This pit has layers of bricks at the bottom followed by the layers of gravel. See there are 5 layers. That is, pit has the layers of gravel, middle layer, coarse layer, and the top. It is covered with concrete slab. So this total ground is covered with concrete slab. So here 5 layers are going to present. So one is solids, that means here broken bricks, next is gravel, next 2 more is middle layers, and the last is covered with concrete slab. A narrow bore dug into the ground to concentrate the percolation pit through the outlet. So here their borewell is present. Automatically when the water is seeping into this, then this groundwater level will be increased. The rainwater brought down from the rooftop into the percolation pits gets filtered by sand, gravel, and broken bricks. This filtered water brought to the deep layers of the earth, and that will increase the underground water level of the underground water. This is called rechargeable pit. This pit is called rechargeable pit. This will be constructed at open places. So the technology of rainwater harvesting can be divided according to the purpose and the source of water collecting. So here there are two methods. One is rooftop harvesting and the next is runoff harvesting. That means the water that is running in the open places. These methods can be selected purpose and quality of the storage and catchment state. So first is rooftop harvesting. That means the rainwater that is falling on the roof will be collected and that will be sent into the tanks. That is called rooftop harvesting. This method includes catchment area as a rooftop in rural or urban areas. This includes rooftops of houses, flats, factories, offices, or complexes. So like this, rooftops will take. So here this is the rooftop, the water that is falling down here, one pipe is connected here. This pipe, through this pipe, the water is sent into the collection area, that is catchment area. Here this water is going to be filtered. Again, that regenerated water will be sent to the domestic use. So rainwater harvesting from open spaces. Second method is rainwater harvesting in open spaces. Rainwater harvesting method in parks and open spaces involve micro watershed management methods that allows rainwater to infiltrate and percolate into the ground. That means here in open spaces, a small, just like road dams will be constructed. At that time, the water is going to be staying there and that water will be percolated into the soil. So like this, see here in open spaces we can construct like this and the storage water will be percolated into the earth. Use of rainwater: recharge underground water table, gardening purpose. That means rainwater harvesting water can be used for gardening, livestock, domestic purpose, and also for the irrigation purpose. The advantages of rainwater harvesting is local people can easily trained and construct this while constructing the new houses or now also. Running cost also be negligible. Water collected from the roof catchments usually is acceptable for quality of domestic purpose. How can we harvest rainwater? So surface water and rooftop rainwater. So in rooftop rainwater harvesting, catchment area, first we need catchment area where we are going to catch, transportation, first flush, storage, delivery and filtration system. These 6 areas should be present. So catchment area, the area that where we have to catch the rainwater. The surface that receives rain directly is called catchment of rainwater harvesting system. It may be terrace, courtyard. Courtyard means place where the open space is present, paved or unpaved open grounds. So in these places, see here, like this. So transportation, again the water should be carried out through down, take water pipes or drains to store or harvest systems. Water pipes should be UV resistance are required in capacity. That means see that water will be catched and that is transported to the underground with the help of pipes here. See, from collection area, the water is sent into the storage facility. So yeah, this pipe is called transportation system. Next is first flush. And the next is storage system. As collected rainwater are stored in tanks or barrels. So here one tank is constructed and this water is going to be sent into these tanks here. Next is delivery system. Again, that same water. See, if you are using the plastic tanks, there we will connect a motor and will use the water. Otherwise, if you are using the groundwater pit, slowly that water will be seeped into the soil like this. And due to this, automatically the groundwater level will be increased. Then we can use that groundwater with the help of motors or bore wells. Filtration system. Filters are used for the treatment of effectively remove the impurities such as. So the method that we are going to use for the filtration is, already I said we have used some different types of layers. One is broken bricks, gravel, etc. So sand and gravel. So yeah, these layers will use. So yeah, these are the bits that we have to use. So yeah, bricks, broken bricks, gravel, middle layer, that is sand, etc. Charcoal, even charcoal powder will use at the top. as shown here, charcoal powder. That means that will absorb the odor. If any impure, that means smell is present, this charcoal will absorb it. And this is the rechargeable pits. Recharging of groundwater by aquifers by using this. So we can recharge bore wells, dug wells, recharge pits, trenches, and percolation of tanks. That means even the percolation of the groundwater level will be increased. See here. So while this collecting, so here we are making a pit and it's open space. So after the when the pure water comes here, then slowly that will be seeping into the soil. This water groundwater level will be increased. Okay. So see here, these are the recharge pits. So here they are using 2 pits. Why do people harvest rainwater? Because so the only 3% of fresh water is available on the earth's surface. So due to this, we have to harvest the rainwater. Okay, and one is to inculcate the culture of water conservation, and the next is to reduce the soil erosion. We have to harvest the rainwater. In US and UK, nearly 50% of rainwater is harvested. Advantage of rainwater harvesting: it is cheaper material for the construction. Construction methods are relatively straightforward, low maintenance cost, eco-friendly, that is environmental friendly, increase of groundwater level and quality, reduces turnoffs, reduces soil erosion, helps in reducing water and electricity bills, etc. Okay. Next is disadvantages. Supplies can be contaminated by birds or animal droppings, etc. If we are constructing purely, automatically some lizards or rodents will be present and regular maintenance should be needed. Next is importance of rainwater harvesting for the future. It plays an important role, useful in urban areas and also in rural areas at present situations. Importance to save the water for the future, can improve the rainwater harvesting through technical and financial aspects. Rainwater is usually taken to mean the immediate collection of rainwater running off surfaces upon which it fallen directly. So by this rainwater harvesting, there will be an sustainable growth or gain in various aspects in rural as well as urban areas in the groundwater table. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.